Okay, female reproductive system, the system in the human body. Let us talk about the external genitalia. Let us talk about the external genitalia, though we have the internal genitalia. Female reproductive system is a system that has different organs that help in sexual reproduction. They help in production of egg, known as the ova. They help in production of sexual hormones, female sexual hormones. But we'll limit our discussion to vulva. What is the vulva? Vulva is the external genital of what? A female. The outer covering of the what? Female reproductive system is the vulva. This vulva has parts. We have the labia majora. Labia majora is known as the large lip. It's a part of the vulva. The large lip that protects that internal genitals. I would like to use the diagram to explain this. So, I'm trying to talk about the vulva. So now, the labia majora is this large lip here. The large lip that has, it is fibrous, made up of fibers, made up of connective tissues. And this labia majora, when it goes anteriorly, it ends here at the what? Symphysis pubis. At the symphysis pubis. Symphysis pubis. Or you can call it the pubis symphysis. Then when it goes down, it meets posteriorly at the perineum. At the perineum. The triangular ending at the perineum. So this labia majora is a large lip, has fibers, has connective tissues. That's what protects the what? The internal genitals. Now, we have the labia minora. Labia minora is just like the small lip of the vulva. It is at the line of the labia majora. In between this labia minora, you see a structure, a cleft of tissue called the vestibule. A cleft of tissue called the vestibule. The vestibule. In between labia minora is a cleft of tissue called the vestibule. Now this labia minora, it's made up of what? Sebaceous glands. It's made up of connective tissues, but not as fibrous as the labia majora. That is for the labia minora. Now, another part of the vulva is the perineum. The perineum is a triangular, roughly triangular area. A roughly triangular area that comes from the base of the labia majora to the anal canal. So it comes from the base of the labia majora to this anus. So the triangular projection or triangular area is the perineum. And the perineum houses the muscles of the pelvic floor. It gives rise to most of the pelvic floor. Most like levator muscle, most like the cotidious muscle. That's for the perineum. Another part of the vulva is what we call the what? Clitoris. Clitoris is the small, sensitive nerve endings. A tissue that is sensitive. It's located here. This is the clitoris. The female clitoris. And it is for what? Sexual pleasure. And it is covered by a cleft of tissue. A cleft of tissue covering it. Because this is the clitoris. And the cleft of tissue covering it is the prepuce. Prepuce is the tissue covering the clitoris. So, clitoris is sensitive. It has sensitive nerve endings that respond to stimulus. Another part of this vulva is the vestibular gland. Vestibular gland. Vestibular gland. Or you can call it the Bartholin gland. It's a gland that secretes mucus that makes the vulva to be moist. And what is the gland? The gland is a group of epithelial cells. They secrete what? Mucus, making the vulva not to be dry, making it to be what? Wet. Now, another part of the vulva, you see the what? Two orifices. The vaginal orifice and the urethral orifice. If you come here, you see the urethral orifice, which is for passage of urine, and the vaginal orifice, which is for what? Sexual what? Reproduction. Now, this is all about the what? Vulva, the parts of the vulva. Though the diagram is not so well endowed, but it is like a sketch of the vulva. Now, what supplies blood to the vulva? The blood supply to the vulva is the pudendal arteries, the external pudendal artery from the femoral artery, and the internal pudendal artery from the internal iliac artery. That's what supplies to the what? Vulva. Then what drains the blood? What drains the deoxygenated blood from the vulva is the